So I've been cosplaying since like 2009. I first cosplayed Sailor Moon when I was, I think, 24. I think I'm coming up on a decade of cosplaying her. And the first outfit I ever made was actually an older version of this. I spent like the last decade perfecting my school uniform, and like I'm so proud of it. But over the course of that time, I've had a lot of experiences as Sailor Moon with a bunch of like different people. And my favorite ones are always the little kids, because they come up and they're so hyped. They don't even know how to handle meeting me most of the time. Like, my favorite story was when we were down in Tucson, Arizona doing Christmas moons back in 2017. And I was just like minding my own business when this little girl comes up to me and she's just awestruck. She can't form words. She just doesn't know how to compute. And so I start trying to talk with her. I'm like, hey, how's it going? Are you having a good night? And, you know, I'm like trying to get the little girl to talk because kids are shy. And her mom's behind her. She's like, you have no idea how much she loves Sailor Moon. It is her favorite thing to watch. She will watch it on repeat. And I'm like, I know that feeling. And I was like, oh. And then so I looked at the little girl. I'm like, do you want a photo with me? And she was like, so I bent down and like hugged her a little bit and like got her a photo. And then I looked at her. I'm like, do you want my scouts? Do you want Venus, Jupiter, Mars, Mercury to come over here and take a photo with us? And she was like, so I turned around. I'm like, Venus, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter. I think I missed one. Oh well. I called them all over and they come over and I'm like, this young lady would love to have a photo with all of us. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. And like, you could just tell it made the little girl's day, because when she started walking away, she's like, Mommy, I met Sailor Moon. And like, that's always like my favorite part of like being in Sailor Moon, is because you meet all these cute little kids who are just like so excited. And then you have creepers who are like creeping on you and you're like, dude, I'm cosplaying a 13-year-old, leave me alone. That's another story time for a different day. But yeah, I just love kids. They're so innocent and so cute. Just don't ever want to have them.